name is Marybeth Tyson, and my son is John David Tyson, and he is now 9 years old. We started the laser a little over a year ago, so it was May of 2018, and so it's been about almost a year and a half. And we started the laser mostly because we had heard testimonies of some really great results with kids with Down syndrome. And a lot of the programs that we had started, we had a hard time committing to long term, mostly because they took such a time commitment, and even though we could see some results, they became so overwhelming, we just stopped doing them altogether. And so there was almost nothing happening outside of just your basic therapies in school. So I really wanted to find something that I knew would bring results, but also didn't completely turn our entire lifestyle upside down, where everyone was focused on the progress of my son John David. So we started the laser, and we were told in the beginning that we might experience some possible regression, or not regression, but a brain reorganizing. And they said, we don't know how long it's going to take, but there's a good chance that he might go through that. And we definitely saw that immediately. And so I said, well, I guess this means it's working. We also did something that I am so glad that we did, is we did kind of our own blind study. My husband and I knew about the laser, and then we had an incredible nanny who helped us as well. And so it was just the three of us. And I've found that in the past, when you start a therapy, sometimes you're so focused on the positive changes that if you know about it, every little positive change you hype up in your mind. We did a blind study. We didn't tell anyone. And when he was going through his difficult time, which maybe was a month, it was, oh, what's going on? But then the moment that was over, he really started to change. The changes we saw was he was more mature, he was more organized, his cognition seemed to be further along. He was just a little, everything just seemed to be a little better for him. And so he went back to school, and his teacher, who we're extremely close with, we actually held this information from her, and she immediately said, what in the world is going on with this kid? He has changed. He's picking up on things faster. He's more mature. He's speaking better. His language is further along. And we've been working really hard this summer, and we didn't tell the grandparents, and the reports coming back from them was the same. And oh, he's just growing up so much, is what the grandparents said. But then we finally around 6 months, we broke the news to the teacher and a few other people who had commented what we had been doing. But first, I got them all to actually text me what the changes they had seen. So it was really an amazing experience, and it has been an amazing experience. We are still doing it, but we felt like it was time maybe for the week here in Crystal River, and I'm so glad we've done it. I do feel like right now he seems a little bit more relaxed right now. I think he's probably tired, because a day of therapies can be pretty tired, but I do notice that he seems to be a little bit more relaxed. He's kind of making jokes that seem a little bit more mature than maybe he had before. So we're really excited to take not just the things that we've learned here and apply it at home, but hopefully this was another launching into just seeing more progress. I highly recommend this. If anyone contacts me, I highly recommend to all of them that the laser is something that you absolutely need to invest in. We might do maybe 30 minutes a day, and I think that we might do maybe just 3 to 4 days a week, sometimes more. And it's so as far as like my husband has a saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? The juice is definitely worth the squeeze. It's sped up so many of the other therapies that we're doing. It's done it so much faster than anything else. So it's been we use it in our entire family. If I have any gym injuries or any pain, we use the laser, and we're using it on our other sons as much as possible. It's been a great experience.